All right, everybody. Welcome. We are here once again for the Wednesday morning tournament. I am your bridge host, Rob Barrington, along with Gavin Wolpert, and we're here to win, buddy. What's up?
How are you? It doesn't get old. I was just saying to you before we went live that we're coming close to a year, and I still look forward to this session. I love it. I
Yeah, me
really,
too.
I
In fact, it's
thoroughly.
more looking forward to it every week. Really, it's becoming more fun every time. And
Yeah, we're finding our way. I feel like we're getting a little more experience. At least I'm getting more experience. You were already pretty experienced with the robots, but I'm getting more experience with the robots, and we're finding our zone of not going too crazy, and but at the same time trying to win. And
well,
I feel
I
like
wish I thought I wish I thought in advance to show you the page now that exists on the site. If you go to bridgelesson.com, look at events. Under this event at the bottom, there's a disclaimer now, and it says Rob does not guarantee a misclick free experience. That's exactly what it says there. So just so you guys know, there is a disclaimer that it may happen still, but that's it. Yeah,
you decided last week you were going to try really hard not to misclick for 1 week. It was too much
yeah, but
pressure.
then I
That's
just
like
have to
that's
make
it going
sure
forward.
to manage expectations going
Okay.
forward. I like to under promise and over deliver if
Okay.
possible. So,
Okay.
yeah, welcome from all over this frigid country we're in, guys. Sorry, Gavin. No comments at all about our situation down here today. Okay, let's leave that out, guys. Stay warm, grab a cup of cocoa, and let's start this off. We are going to jump into our instant tournament for some match points. Let's dance. Board number one. Ooh, one heart to you. Oh, this is interesting. Make your call, folks. What are we doing? Yeah, no bragging about those 43-degree days out there. Just kidding. Welcome some new names out there from all over the world, actually. But we know here on this side of the pond, it is just cold, 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 cold. I don't know. Did we have a hand similar to this last week too, Gavin? I think we started off with something like this, or maybe it was one of my other classes,
I mean,
possibly. But
I don't know. I feel the same way. I had one yesterday in my class where actually I had two. I purposely showed two hands where we have four spades and we have a game forcing hand
yeah,
to really emphasize this concept. Do you want to go for it? Or you want to go?
no, you fire away. I think it's so funny. I feel complete deja vu right now, but I think it's both you and I both been chewing some of the same ground as well. So yeah, it's not surprising we've seen. So fire.
Yeah, so when you have a game forcing hand with only four spades, especially with a heart fit, it's what's going to happen is if we respond to spade, it's going to create quite a few awkward auctions where it's going to become difficult for us to go through the process of setting a game force and then showing a heart fit. Like let's imagine the auction, a heart pass, a spade pass. Let's say partner bids two hearts, for instance. How do you game force after a heart, a spade, two hearts? It's not a very comfortable auction. And even if we find one of our game forcing bids, which would be three of a minor, we're still haven't shown our heart fit.
Right.
When we have a hand like this that has a game force with a heart fit, our goal is to game force and show our heart fit. Yeah, we might have a 4-4 spade fit,
And we might
but
miss it too, for all we
we
know.
won't. I
But
don't. We
unlikely when
probably.
partner just usually bids two spades when they have four.
Right, exactly. Even if we start by making a 2/1 on this hand, and partner is allowed to bid two spades, it is a reverse, but in 2/1s, reverses don't show extra value, so we're not going to miss our 4-4 spade fit.
Exactly.
It's so important to get that game force going over one heart. This is over one heart. Very important. You don't mix this up with over a diamond, because if my partner opened a diamond, I would bid a spade with this hand.
And
Very
this is the hand I'm thinking about, exactly that position you just bring up when it goes a diamond and you have five clubs and four spades, or four
that right.
clubs and
That is
four
what
spades.
happened. That is what
So
happened last
so
week.
so yeah, and in this one, it is another spot where you're just thinking ahead in the bidding as to, okay, if I do this, what am I going to do when partner does A, B, and one no trump isn't necessarily a great rebid by partner that we can handle either, unless we have a game forcing agreement over that as well. So it's kind of a weird spot if you bid a
Yeah,
spade.
so if you're coming to my expert or advanced classes,
You would
we
bid
actually
some
bid.
clubs here.
Yeah, we would bid two clubs in this hand, and that is actually the expert standard way of playing. And I was telling somebody who was asking me, is it worthwhile to play this? I said, worthwhile, I don't know, but it's almost universally played among expert bridge
Well,
players
and
that.
here's what I suggest always. If you're brand new to 2/1, I think it makes sense to play the natural beginner version of this, where each bit of a minor shows 4 cards or longer, and hearts is the only one that shows 5. That's a little easier to wrap your heads around. But the good thing is, once you start getting better at this is a very small little thing you can put in the future to kind of, use the expert standard going forward. But it's certainly helpful, for keeping the auction low and game forcing generically, for sure.
So why don't we just make the bid that most people would be making, and that would be 2 diamonds.
Yeah.
That's what the robot's going to be expecting us to do. And look at
And
that,
there we
partner.
go. We found our spade fit.
Oh, and it looks like there from the description that the robots
Extras.
actually do play this show extra values, which is not the way you're supposed to play. Don't write this one down. In 2/1s, the whole idea why reverses show extra values is we're usually forcing the auction up to a higher level, and so we need to have extra points.
Well, and I think the reason this is showing extras is because 2 hearts would be any minimum in their system. They don't have a 6-card.
I realized I was just trying to kind of tell people why this reverse wouldn't show extras.
For sure. Yeah.
Or shouldn't show extras, is that normally reverses are sending us up to a new level that we weren't ready for. In this auction, when you're already in a game force, it's 2 spades isn't, we're already forced to game.
Yeah,
so this
anything below game is not uncomfortable for us because we expect to be in game. So for sure, this is just a shape bit in. And for those of you that have seen any sort of response to 2/1, that North player is just going to do this with every response, right? Their second bid after a 2/1 bid is almost always just going to be, hey, this is my shape partner. Do with that what you will. And here, I think we're going to take a creeper up here. We're going to just bid 3 spades, right? We're going to forego our heart fit, Gavin.
It's interesting. Like there's either fit could be correct, because when I look at that spade suit, imagine if we imagine partner's got a weaker spade suit, like king 4 of spades, maybe it would be right to play in hearts. But typically when we have 2 8-card fits and one of them's a 4/4 fit and one of them's a 5/3 fit, we typically want to play in our 4/4 fit. And that's usually because we can use the 5-card suit to
But what are we pitching from this
things.
hand?
That's the problem I see with this hand. I don't see the same benefit as normal to be playing in a 4/4 fit. Usually we play the 4/4 fit because the 5-card suit's going to discard losers from this hand. But here, throwing 2 diamonds away isn't really going to help us, and we've got the king of clubs, so throwing 2 clubs away isn't going to be helping us. So playing in spades, I'm not sure that whether it's the right approach. But at the same time, I don't really see a way that we'll be able to get rid of our spade losers in hearts. So it probably doesn't matter which way we go.
I mean, the weird way would be to go to 3 now, but they're making a control bid here for spades. I mean, let's make our bid, folks. What are we gonna do? So the auction so far, 1 heart. We made a game forcing natural-ish 2 diamond bid, 4+. Partner rebid 2 spades. We raised to 3 spades, and we showed our hand essentially. Partner probably thinks we have a little more shape. Take a look at that, Gavin. They're going to expect 5 diamonds and 4 spades. Oh well. And now they bid 4 clubs.
Yeah, I that's interesting, because so they were expecting us to have responded a spade with this hand.
Yeah.
I wish we had our way. We could program these robots ourselves and teach them the right way to play. But unfortunately, that they are programmed the way they are programmed, and we've got to work with it.
Hey, you can get a lot of reps playing with these robots, so that's a small price here. All right, what do you think, Gavin? I mean, partner has extras, but they can't have more than 15. So
just what I would clarify first is that if I was playing with a human being, I would be bidding 4 diamonds here, making my control bids up the line,
and also conferring your extras to partner to say, hey, I'm cooperating, I'm interested, right?
Exactly. And if we bid 4 hearts here, that would be denying a diamond control. So we can't skip by diamonds to bid hearts. But we're playing with a robot. It feels like we're going to need to make this decision for ourselves about whether we want to go towards slam or not. I don't think 4 diamonds is going to help us.
No, and leaving it in the robot's court is usually bad for business, in these auctions especially.
Slam, it looks like to me. So we actually need partner to have quite a lot of useful cards for slam. Like
they need like a 6/4 hand, hearts and spades or something like that.
Yeah, the Jack of Spades is going to be a very, very important card. If partner has the Jack of Spades, then we're going to have a decent chance of making this slam. Like I'm picturing partner. Let's say partner is 5/4. Let's say partner's 5/4, and let's give them 3 clubs and a singleton diamond. That would be a perfect minor. That
would be a hand that they would bid it this way for sure, especially
so if they have that shape, if they're 4/5, 1/3, we're going to need them to have, let's see, the ace king of spades, the
King
king,
queen
queen
of
of
hearts.
hearts, and the ace of clubs for 7. So how many points is that? So 7
16.
points, 12, 16 points. That would
And
be to
then
make 7.
an extra
Uh,
jack for 17.
but if partner's only 2-2 in the minors, that's gonna that then we would need the king of diamonds for 19
I,
for 7.
I mean, it would be shocking to me that if they were 2-2 in the minors and bid their hand this way, just from my experience. But again,
You
nothing
think that
shocks
four
me these
clubs
days.
was more
I
of a
would say
natural?
they have no. I just think they're more shapely because they chose to make a control bid on an auction like this.
My biggest fear is we drive to slam and partner has like ace
I
empty.
don't. I hate driving the slam on board one, especially. Like I think making just some sort of normal bid here. I mean,
And
I honestly am fine bidding 4 spades and
but
letting
there
them
there
call.
is one other thing is we know that at the tables that responded 1 spade, it's going to go 1 heart pass, 1 spade pass, three
4
spade
or
three spade showing
got
16
it.
to
Yeah,
18,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think. So if partner had 16 to 18, how would we react to that? If partner showed us 16 to 18,
I mean,
I,
this hand still isn't like spectacular, but it's
ace
certainly
king.
good if partner has a maximum. But we know, based on the fact that this is a best hand tournament, that they just can't
But
have.
they don't have 16, right? They have
Yeah,
15,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
They have to have a magical 15, or I mean, even more shape than we think. Which, again, I agree with Chris in the chat there. This always smells like a distributional hand. I mean, honestly, I'm sure I remember some hands that they've tabled like 5-4-2-2 hands in situations like this,
So
but here,
ace king fourth, king sixth. That's 10 points. And so they would need to have like the ace of clubs to finish that. Ace king fourth, king queen sixth. That's 12. They can't have the ace of clubs then.
right,
Um,
we could have like the king of
ace
diamonds or something like that, though.
ace
King
king
third,
jack
fifth
fourth of
clubs.
spades and king
Yeah,
fifth of
let's just bid 4
hearts.
spades. This is where we
I'm
can.
just the problem is like yeah, it's hard to visualize us not having enough high card. I mean, I'm okay with going low. We have
I'm
only
gonna.
30 highs between us.
I think going low is prudent on board. Okay, so it didn't matter. Partner was not going to let us go low, and now we had
Did
to.
when did we ever have an opportunity to did we ever show partner a good hand here?
Not really. I mean, okay.
So weird.
So they have their 6-5 or something.
We spent all that time going over
I know they just
side to
drove the
side off
slam
and
four.
it
Oh,
just
they're
boom.
7-4. Oh, I see. Okay,
And we're making all right,
nice,
perfect.
nice. Okay, so we're gonna play some lowage.
Yeah,
We're gonna try not to
nothing.
misclick this for down one.
Exactly. Don't give a heart rough now, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
so now
Claim,
we can
claim. Don't
misclick.
misclick.
Well, I have to win the trick first. Okay, don't. Have you done that, by the way? Did you know that sometimes when you claim, um, you can just accidentally auto claim concede all if you don't win the trick first, which is a brutal experience. Ooh.
Okay.
How did we? Somebody played 6-0, I guess, and got a favorable lead. How did we?
You mean how did somebody beat us? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, someone played 6-0 Trump
How
and
did I get
dodged a diamond lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, weird stuff. All right. Good stuff, Robot. Thank you, partner. All right. So we have, looks like a solid 18 here. Now, this is a weird Robot like mess around situation. You can open a club and rebid 2-0 here, because that's what you're expecting to do to try to dodge that lead. I don't mind doing that with hands like this, but a diamond is the most normal thing. And I think at the beginning we should probably stay pretty normal.
Yeah.
Save the weird. So now we have a weird. I'm gonna still bid 2-0 here, but
That's the only bid we have to make.
there we go. Ooh, question. Let's ask the audience what they do here, and then we're gonna have a discussion about this situation, Gavin. So get ready.
Okay.
Are you looking for your notes?
No, my phone fell out of my pocket. I'm making sure that it didn't break.
Are you accepting phone calls during the?
No, I'm
the
not. But I did
broadcast?
crack my phone.
No,
It didn't sound good. It didn't sound good. I don't know. I leaned back and then it just my
you don't
pockets
have
were.
the. You don't have the protector on it.
I have a protector. I don't know. It's a 2-year-old phone, and it's decided that the case is not in good shape. I don't
You
know
just
what to
wanted
tell
a new phone. I get it. Honey, I have to go get a new phone with the extra camera.
Oh yeah,
on
like
it.
we're past the point of needing permission to get a new phone. I can go and get myself a phone.
All right. So yeah, this is an interesting spot because we actually have both things that partner may be interested in here. We have a 4-card heart suit, and we have 3 cards in support of partner's major. And this is just a check back bid from the robot. They're asking about our major suit holdings mainly. So, well, what's standard here, Gavin?
So
And what would you
over
agree with your normal partners?
over Tuno Trump, expert standard is not to play new minor forcing. So I
Right.
don't really know,
You would
and I
play
think
Wolf
Tuno
or
Trump
some
is a
other version
yeah
of,
transfers
yeah,
is more normal over Tuno
for sure.
rebid. So normally we would just
But
and
treat it just like a new minor issue, even at the 2 level, like
it's
here.
different at the 2 level from the 3 level here. I think that there's a big difference because I think anyway here I would definitely want to play in a 4/4 heart fit on this hand. So I feel like we should be bidding 3 hearts. But if the reason to bid 3 spades is it might make it easier for partner to when they have a slam interest to set trumps. Like what'll happen is if we bid 3 hearts and partner just had 5 spades and like call it 12, 13
Yeah, and
points when
then
they're on the
correct the
slam
four
bubble,
spades.
they're gonna it's gonna be hard for us for them to show a slam try. Where if we bid 3 spades and they have that hand, it'll be easier for them to say 4 hearts. I like spades and them to set trumps. So there's some upsides to going either way. I like the idea of getting to a 4/4 heart fit here though.
Let's do it.
We already had one hand where we had fits in both majors. Maybe it's a theme for the set.
And here we correct to 4
We do,
spades. And this is kind of like a statement issue. Sorry, Gavin. Go ahead.
I just want to say that we have a ridiculously good hand for this bidding. We have 18, but we have a prime 18, all aces and kings and complementary cards, a nice doubleton club. I would like to make a bid that would tell partner we're a little bit better than a 4 spade bid, but I wouldn't do it with the robots. So I would just bid 4 spades.
Let's see what this is all natural-ish type stuff. Yeah, okay.
None of it showed 3 spades. You can see we've denied 3 spades, or it seems when we bid 3 hearts, perhaps, as far as the robot's concerned.
Oh, we dodged a terrible club position. Okay, looks like this is going to come down to how many spades we lose. All right, we're missing the king and the queen in that suit. And we should definitely be worried about the possibility of this lead being poor for us going forward if they're going to be getting another trick here. So.
No, yeah, Mark, expert standard is to play a completely different convention over Tuno Trump. It's called transfers after Tuno rebids is expert standard.
Okay.
All transfers, every bid.
So let's talk about our decision here, Gavin. We know we're going to lose 2 clubs. Right? There's just nothing that we're going to do to avoid that. Other than that, our only other losers are in the spade suit. And that could be realized if we lose a spade and somehow they realize a diamond rough. So how do we weigh these situations? Because we should kind of be thinking about, hey, we want to draw some trump, but also, hey, if we lose a trump, are we possibly going to lose too many tricks, even if the honors are split in the trump suit?
I mean, our only chance to make there's nothing there. Sorry, let me catch my breath here. So there's nothing
so much you wanted to say there.
I did. There were like 3 different ideas that were coming out all at once. The first thing is we don't really know that's a singleton diamond. It's not like it's not a lock that the robots kind of.
It was a low card. Right, so
it was. I mean,
just as easily just be leading from some 3 smallest.
They like to lead from weakness. They're not going to lead a club from like the ace queen in this spot. I would think so. It doesn't have to be shortness. Our only chance to make this hand is to double finesse spades. And even if we do finesse a spade and it loses and they give them a rough, they have to get their way back over, get a second rough, or maybe. I mean, I would just try to make the hand. And just before you play a spade from dummy, we really have to talk about whether we want to lead an honor from dummy or lead low towards our 10. Exactly. It's going to be a really important discussion. We know our plan to limit this hand to 1 spade loser is to double finesse spades, to finesse once through east, have it lose to west, pray they don't give their partner a diamond rough, and then we can play ace king of hearts and trump a heart back to dummy and finesse again through east, hoping that east has one of the king or queen of spades, which is quite likely.
75%, right? Or somewhere near that number, something like that.
Right, but so we have to decide whether we want to lead the 9 to hold the lead or lead low towards or the jack, whatever, to hold the lead in dummy or induce a cover, or we can just play low towards the 10 of spades. And it's really important that we lead low towards the 10 of spades, and for one specific reason. If they have stiff honor in spades, it's gonna be a lot cleaner if we lead low. I think we might be able to negotiate it anyway with these spots, but as a general habit, we want to lead low unless we It's funny because like I see people going wrong and not leading high from dummy when they need to hold the
For
lead, and that
sure.
there is a very important time to do that.
Well, and the other thing is, I think a lot of people might not have recognized the ability to come back to dummy with a heart rough, right? I think that's the thing when they see there's no honors in dummy here. There is a way to get back to dummy to do this. It just happens in the heart suit instead.
Yeah, and what Bruce is saying is getting the robot to cover the Jack of Spades isn't the worst idea, but I think the robot knows we have 8 of them, so
Yeah.
I don't. I would think that the robot would not
And
cover
this
with.
isn't
This isn't a,
necessarily a spot that we need that to happen anyway, right? This isn't a spot where we really need the honor to be there or want to know it, right? It's just spot. So I'm going to lead low, but before I do that, I'm going to do two things. Thank you guys so much for those super chats.
yeah, thank
But
you.
but also I wish I had like an instant replay the entire time you were talking. Look at that mouse position on the screen. Can you guys see that in the center? Not touching any cards. Like this is kind of what I'm getting better at is mouse positioning. So we're gonna play a low spade from up there, and we're gonna insert the 10.
No diamond rough. No diamond rough. No diamond rough.
Ooh, king of clubs. Thanks, Krish. I like the support. And okay. And here we go, Gavin. Jack of spades.
Do it.
Boom.
All right.
And we're still going down.
All right. Well, such is life. We could have made it. We could have made it.
Yeah.
All right. So now we just cash our diamonds.
Just
Exactly.
claim.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Could have made it by
Yeah, we
playing.
can.
Oh no, we couldn't. We
no.
could not have made it. They
No,
could have
no,
taken
didn't matter.
love roughs. They could have beaten us more on this hand. They
Yeah.
could have gone diamond rough,
Yeah, let's
underlead
let-
the club over. They could.
I mean, underleading the club is kind of insane, but it would have worked. Yeah, there it was. They did get the diamond possibility there. All right, 71% for down one isn't too bad. Normal-ish one heart bid here. We're gonna rebid a no trump with our balanced hand.
we managed to pass the clown that played 6 no trump on the first hand. I say clown because you're in 6 no trump with like two
Yeah,
a 10
when
card
partner's
fit and an 8 card
7-4.
fit.
I didn't see that auction, but he corrected at a bad spot.
Yeah.
All right, here's another new minor forcing call in, and here we're just bidding. Well, do you bid 3 no trump here with a hand like this and just try to jam it up and not give the robot a choice, or you pass or bidding 2 no?
What is 2 clubs? It's just new minor forcing.
Yeah,
Was it?
normal garden variety invitational.
I don't know.
Plus.
I don't have an expert opinion on this spot for sure.
Okay. All right. Okay, this will be interesting. I've definitely been in worse 3 no trump contracts. Let's take a moment. Get a lay of the land, folks. Look at your winners. Plan your
Pretty
play.
interesting that North chose to bid game with their 11-point hand. I mean,
Yeah, they like their
pretty reasonable. I like
card
that
suits.
both 10s in those 5-card suits. I would just think that the robot would look at their 11 points and that would be it. I can't imagine that there's more thought going into this. Yeah, we got some issues. Lots of tricks in dummy, not so many entries.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see what happens on this trick first. Jack of hearts, low, low, low. All right. So, do we even want to win this? I would just want to win and start getting to the business. It's going to happen either way.
Yeah, I seems like win it and take some finesses. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like we might take all the tricks on this hand, right? We could actually take 13
sure.
tricks on this hand on a perfect day.
So diamond of the ace, club, or queen of spades?
Queen of spades.
Yeah.
Queen of spades.
We don't want to open up that diamond position this early. Here comes a heart.
Yeah, this is the thing is we also we should have ducked the heart.
Well, we were still finessing into him, right?
Yeah, but he had a singleton, so that would have held the trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Pitching the club for sure.
What were the spots?
Diamond back.
The spots were not favorable.
We can't. Yeah, we can't.
No.
Just didn't work out well.
Okay.
That was bad. Overtake. No. You got to overtake. The spade wasn't good.
No, they pitched spades.
Oh, did they?
Pitched
Okay.
spades, yeah.
All right.
He pitched at least one or two. All right. Okay. Not too much damage to the score.
Only
People had
one
the
of the
same
people
issue.
the only one person that we were tied with managed to get more tricks than
Yeah.
us. We were
Yes. So yeah, if we do duck the heart now, I mean, I guess they would switch to a diamond,
diamond,
and
and we
now it
would take
goes
a
ace of
club
diamonds,
finesse.
club finesse to the king, diamond, and he has three diamonds. We'd
we'd
have
have
to
some
duck.
decisions to make.
Uh, I mean, that was going to be a super tough hand to deal with.
Yeah, it was going to get complicated. But the problem is with ducking is like I said, we could take 13 tricks on that hand.
Exactly.
So like by
Right.
ducking, like we're taking a line of play that might take, it seems weird to duck.
And when you're just looking at it saying, you're not saying you're going to take 13 tricks frequently or even often. You just can see that if things are going well for you, especially playing match points, you can take 5 tricks in spades, 5 tricks in clubs, and 2 diamonds in a heart. Right. So that is why you're just going for that gusto there.
All right, we don't ask why about the robots. We're done with why.
Yeah.
This is week 47.
It's a very good robot
and
question. Exactly.
about week 3, we were still asking why. How could the robot do that? Why would the robot do that? We are now seasoned veterans, and there's
Yeah.
no more why. It just is.
We need to put
because they do.
we need to put a
Because they
compilation
do.
of us just smacking our heads about the robot, or the other details.
There was one I remember where we made a penalty double and the robot had like
Oh, yeah.
king queen jack fifth of the opponent's suit and didn't pass.
And he pulled
They
that at the 5 level or
It
something.
was like,
It was
I
just
just cannot believe this. Like, come on.
all right, so this one we opened a no trump just with our balanced 15, and partner transfers to diamonds. This is not a normal agreement, folks. 3 clubs, and I think in expert standards these days this would be puppet stamen.
Right.
I would guess for most people, but for the robot it is diamonds. Now I don't know if I moused over it, if anyone saw, but let's ask you guys what 3 spades would be, and this is relevant for pretty much any time partner transfers to a minor and then bids a major. All right, let's talk about what we think that is in the chat here before we reveal. Christian, David, and Mark on top of it right away. Yeah, why can't it be spades? It can't be spades because partner didn't have any desire looking for a major here. So this should be, at least I would be shocked if it's not a shortness in spades and showing interest in playing higher in diamonds, which is interesting with this hand, Gavin. A stiff spade opposite this hand isn't bad at all. In fact, it's probably one of the better hands we could be looking at for a bid like this.
Agreed, but at the same time, we know partner's a passed hand,
Yeah.
and so in order for us to have a slam, we would kind of need them to have 3 aces, basically, at least like something like the ace of diamonds 7th, and the ace of clubs and the ace of hearts might give us a shot, something like that.
And we might be worried about this holding in the other suits, but that's probably pretty good for us, right? Partner has some sort of game forcing hand opposite our opening, and this club suit doesn't look as bad as it might in a vacuum, I would say here. Even though partner did show diamonds, they have clubs obviously and some hearts as well.
So over one no, if you had very long clubs and 4 spades, if you have a game going hand, you'd start with stamen.
Yep.
And if you didn't have a game going hand, you would transfer and leave your partner. You wouldn't be transferring and bidding spades without a game. Whenever we transfer and bid again, we're going to game.
Yep.
And so, yeah, so you would either be transferring to sign off or you would be bidding stamen. Those are the 2 ways you would bid. I'm definitely a 3-no bidder.
Yeah, me too. And we're not worried about spades at all.
I'm worried about hearts, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hearts is the worst thing. Okay. Interesting. Partner really got aggressive with this hand.
They did. They did take an aggressive approach here. It's not my choice for sure. I would. This is a hand where you just kind of need to transfer and pass. Yeah.
There's no reason to do anything else here. So, I think we win in dummy and play at Hyman
to the jack, specifically to the jack, not the 8, because
right.
we're gonna maximize our chances to get back there. Exactly. But we're really hoping not to lose to not to have East win a trick. That's what we really don't want to have happen.
Right. We don't want a heart coming through from that side ever. Okay. I mean,
so now we can't really afford to play the ace from dummy. We have to kind of win it. And we know where the queen of diamonds is. This is like, it's very annoying because we know where the queen of diamonds is.
Yes, and we know what finesse will win if they're not 2-2. but we also know we are stripping the dummy of an entry, the only entry we have left, in order to take that
Well,
finesse.
I would say I suggest that we try the 8 of clubs,
I
just
like it.
because there's a chance that it wins the trick.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Now
right, but
now
that
we
that did
can.
that did mess our entries up, but
And
at
it took
least
a club trick away
but
potentially, but
but regardless, that it means that we're going. Oh, it didn't take a club trick away. They
not
have 10. They have Jack 10 or whatever left on our left. So if we played low from dummy, they had a club stopper.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying now we don't get an extra club trick from this play. Is what I'm saying. We're gonna.
Because unless it goes queen of diamonds,
Of course, yeah, exactly.
small diamond. If it goes queen, we're good to go.
Magic.
There you go.
Now it's winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah,
Queen of clubs.
Slow down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do two things before we get over there. I think I said the first. And Gavin, relax. The mouse play is just flawless. Don't worry. Look at the placement. Whoa, that placement was bad, by the way.
That was bad. I'm like, you're sitting there bragging. The only thing better about that little exchange would have been as you're talking about how great the placement is if you clicked it.
Exactly. The mouse placement was very bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so we're doing pretty well on this hand, right? We're gonna take, how many tricks can we take if we just cash out now?
Looks like 10.
Yeah, we could take we've got 3 in. We'll take 4 more diamonds is 7. 2 clubs if we unravel them is 9, and the ace of spades is 10. The only thing, if we wanted to go all out from here, we could leave the ace of spades in our hand, and we can cash the queen of clubs. Go over, take our diamonds, and take the ace of clubs, throwing away a spade, leaving the 3 hearts for the last 3 cards in dummy, and the king jack of hearts and the ace of spades in our hand, and play a heart towards our king jack and pray that East has the ace of hearts.
It might be necessary on this hand because even a poor play would succeed on this hand in diamonds, basically, right? Yeah, the only players we're worried about are the players that are way behind are anyone that played a diamond to king or something.
Right, or if they played low at trick 1, they would have won the 9 in their hand. That might have they might have gotten forced into. They're all going to come down to the same spot, though. I feel like everybody's going to be in the same spot. How many points? Anything with the high cards? Lefty had the ace of diamonds and the jack of clubs.
I'm a taker. Let's take our tricks and run away.
Do we have a good board though, Bruce? Really? Like, what have we done? The robot took us to game, so we're in the same contract that everybody else is, unless they opened a spade.
I just think it's a huge swing that we don't necessarily need at this point either, right? Because we could compress a trick. Right, I guess we will definitely take 9. Right?
I'm with you. So when I'm in a spot like this, I'm gonna grind through my thoughts about how if there's a it's a 50-50 shot, right? It's a 50-50 shot, exactly. So we're 50% of the time it will be right to go that route if the ace of hearts is on our right.
But this thought process is important because other hands, it's very important to grind that extra trick out when you can, and it's less risky than in this position, right? The huge risk here is if hearts are wrong for us guys, right? And now we take a guaranteed 10 and we compress it down to 9 for the possibility of maybe getting 11, right? So
I'm definitely going. I want to go the safe route too.
Yeah,
I want to cash the club, cash the spade, and go and then if the ace of hearts is on side, so be it.
Yep. And maybe even if the ace of hearts is on side, maybe they just go insane and do something.
No, yeah, I doubt that'll happen. In fact, I would guess that it's more worthwhile to just claim now before you misclick, because that's more likely to happen.
Stop that! You misclick 1 time or 5 times.
All right,
there you go, guys.
Good. The ace of hearts was in the other spot, so.
Okay, so I guess we did better than the rest. Ooh, 1 spade pass to you. Make your bid, folks. I like this one as well. All right, not a bad start for the first 4 boards. We were much ado about nothing there, apparently. 1 person made 5. The rest were either making 4.
How do they? Can you click through the play? How did they possibly come to that extra trick without? Oh, they played it from the other side. They opened a spade.
Yep. They opened a spade instead of a neutral. How do you bid this hand these days, Gavin? As far
Same like everybody
you play
else.
some forcing no trump though,
Right. Yeah, I don't
which
mind
is
if my partner passes one.
exactly,
No, I don't care.
especially on a hand like this. It's
Yeah,
funny.
exactly. Like that on a hand like this, I wouldn't even be upset that my partner passed one no trump. It's
Yeah, you
amazing
wouldn't.
how often when partners got that 11 or 12 point balanced hand, we're going to struggle to make three spades,
Yeah,
and playing one no is perfect.
I
So
have I have a unique suggestion in this spot because it's a robot tournament, and my suggestion is pass. I think it's pretty normal in a best hand tournament to pass if we honestly think that we can bid later if need be, or just pick it off in one spade, which usually gets floated out in hands like this. I think it is not even opening up variance. I just think it's pretty normal to kind of stay super low. And also, you might pick off a different defense that could be helpful for you. But that's just
I think that's a pretty reasonable approach.
okay. Did not end well for us.
You like that?
But now I would be okay bidding four spades as a result of
That's
my knowledge of the situation.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, now you know partners short and hearts. So now
Exactly.
there's a huge difference on this hand. But I'm all for it. Let's do it. That's
All
very funny.
right, no double,
No,
no
no, we
trouble.
didn't. We didn't walk the dog. They didn't come
No,
after us.
they didn't bid. They didn't bid the suit that we could at least double for penalty. Okay, all right.
We're
So
in, we're doing just well.
yeah,
Just
looks
fine
like
here.
on a club hook for this one, guys. Let's see what happens. Heart. Alexis, I told you to go to four spades. All right.
Well, that's a shame. That was what they needed to do. If they didn't knock that ace of
We were
diamonds out,
always making it.
we didn't even care about the club finesse.
Yeah.
It's not good that the nine of diamonds pop back. Chances are that what happened in the heart honors on that last hand. Not that we can do anything about this, but
Sorry.
what happened with them?
It queen.
It went ace queen.
I believe so. Heart to the ace and then queen.
Kind of hoping to see the king of diamonds come back.
I mean, whatever.
Either way, we have to pop up ace
because I mean, if the club book is on, we'll make five now. So we'll draw some trump.
We have to play our club honors in a way that we can repeat our finesses.
Lefty had one spade.
All right.
So it means they're 5-5-2-1-ish probably with two clubs. Yes. Rough a heart, club, shebang, and pitch that diamond. Gavin, you're a genius.
What did I do?
I don't really know what you did, but
okay.
I feel good that you're here and we made five.
Okay.
All right. Extending our lead. No pressure now. Plus 650. Pretty good. All right. This one. No need to mess around. Diamond, a heart. No trump. Two clubs. This is their check back. We'll show some hearts. And now they bid three hearts. Make your bid, folks. So I know that was very fast. Let me just review it for everybody. We opened a diamond and showed our 12 to 14 balance by rebidding a no trump. Partner made the two club bid, which is new minor forcing. We now just showed our 3-card heart holding. And partner raised to 3 hearts. Make your call. That last one, I think the auction probably gave us the good board. Yeah. We were probably one of the few people, or maybe one of the only people that just passed one spade.
We ended up getting forced into four spades against our own will.
No,
and
look at
auction.
This. No robots bid at any table, by the way. Oh, sorry. If you bid a no trump with the hand, the robots might come in. But at our table, they bid a game and came out with a 0. That's too bad for them.
A bit of game that they were close to making. They were on a finesse for game there, a little bit worse than a finesse, but
yeah, the diamond position was going to be rough for them. Okay, I would be passing here. I do not like my 13 count because it is flat, but the plus side is quick tricks are pretty nice, but I don't know, Gavin. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of there. I definitely think the fact that we have 3 kings, honestly. So if we had a doubleton in this exact same hand, I for sure would have raised. 13 and a doubleton is more than enough to be raising in this spot. Because remember what our range is here. It's like 11 to a bad 14.
Yeah, exactly.
We upgrade 14 counts to one no trump opener. So a prime 13 count like this is actually supposed to be an acceptance. Like if I was playing with my regular partner and they invited in a spot like this, they would have done it in a different way. But
Sure.
I would definitely have accepted game with a prime 13, because a prime 13 is well above my average on in this.
Especially if you're playing aggressive opening bids and the like is pretty standard these days.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, just like even if you just open some 11 counts
Yeah,
and you
this is
don't open,
aligned.
and if you have a good, if you can't, if you would upgrade any good 14s, then this is definitely on
Clearly,
an above average spot. But we're playing match points. I would leave it.
Yeah, let's dance. There it comes. Alrighty. Maybe a gift on the opening lead. We don't know. I mean, a lot of times with the robots, I guess this is the other direction just because they're so freaky. But this seems like a normal lead.
I will also just look at this. Look at that north hand. When you have a 10-point hand and your partner rebids one no trump, this is not a hand that you're supposed to be inviting. I've been advocating 11-point hands. You're not supposed to invite opposite of one no rebid.
Yeah,
10-point hands are definitely not. That is a 2-heart rebid and call it a day. That's what I would do with that north hand. Just get me at it. Let's play hearts and let's not play games. So here we're in 3, but got some finesses to win.
Yeah. So here, in normal bridge, you would always expect the jack of hearts, the jack of spades to be here. So you would preserve this finesse position by winning and then finessing this way. However, I mean, this is a percentage chance. This is just a short queen by the robot because they do weird things with these.
Not only that, they also might have a hard hand to lead from. They might have both the minor suit aces or like some random thing. Like they're not going to lead. I mean, who knows? We can't get into the robot's head, but I'm honestly, it's.
We might not gain an extra trick if it's queen jack fourth anyway over there, but.
Yeah, we need it to be specifically queen jack third, not queen jack or queen jack doubleton.
Sure.
Maybe it is right to go the other way.
Let's do that actually.
Yeah, I'm on board. This is definitely not what you would do against humans for sure.
Because the jack is so much more.
So now we need to go play the 8. We're gonna need to draw trumps ending in the dummy in south.
If we can.
So go over to the queen of hearts and then the ace of hearts and then a heart.
Okay, beautiful.
Now let's try our first finesse. We have 3 finesses to take here.
If our genius play is correct, it is not. But
watch it be queen jack doubleton. No, queen jack fourth.
Fourth, I mean, yeah.
Fourth, okay, it was. So we couldn't pick up a trick. That's fine.
All right, guess your minor suit. Which one would you like?
Doesn't matter. Go for it. Take one, take the other.
Okay. 0 for 1. Didn't matter on that one though. Not that it mattered at all. Ooh,
all right.
Winner. Do our business for us, robots. You are beautiful, beautiful AI. Plus 140. Climbing down the leaderboard. Did we go from 75 to 74?
Yeah, but we stayed first. So.
All right. I do not open these a no trump because it's too ugly. This is a totally flat 14, and it goes a diamond, a spade, pass, 2 no. We are done with that auction. We'll see what they do. They're going to play 3 spades. All right, let's see what partner does. And Gavin, I need a break for 2 seconds. I will be right back. Why don't you guys take a lay of the land here?
All right. What should we say about him? At least while he's gone, he can't misclick. There's that. We've got that going for it. Although usually when he's on his way out, he knocks the mouse to a point where we can't see what's on the screen. So this time he's the mouse. You give him a reminder. Remember to compliment him on where that mouse position is. It's in a perfectly placed on the green area. So looking at this hand, they're in 3 spades. Partners led the 10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds is singleton or it's doubleton, and we're going to end up covering this king. We hope it's 10-8 doubleton, because if it's 10-8 doubleton, then the opponents are only going to win the ace of diamonds. If partner has 10 deuce doubleton, 10-3, sorry, is the one we're missing, then it looks like the opponents are going to be able to force out our jack of diamonds with the 8 and produce a trick with the 9. If you follow that, it's going to go 10 queen king ace. At some point, if the Claire's got the 8 of diamonds, they're going to be able to pop out the 8 and force our jack. But if partner has the 8 of diamonds, then that won't happen. I don't have any great bridge stories that I can tell in that quick amount of time, or bridge jokes. I'm not that. Rob is the guy to ask for these bridge jokes.
What happened?
For sure.
What happened?
I don't know. They're all telling me me to talk about other things, I'm going straight after the bridge hand. And David's like, talk about your upcoming lessons, cool bridge stories. I don't know. I'm good at responding to questions, but thinking of stories off the top of my head.
I mean, most of my favorite bridge stories were told to me by our other friends. So yeah, maybe we'll have a fireside chat some night and talk about the bridge in the golden age here. What did you come up with here?
I was just I wasn't really talking so much about the actual defense. It's pretty clear cut. We're going to be covering with the king. What I was just looking at the diamond suit. We know partners led 10 from 10 doubleton or 10 from singleton 10. And I was just saying that if partner has 10-8 doubleton, that'll actually be a little bit more beneficial to us, because if declarer's got the 8, it could go 10 queen king ace, and then declarer will be able to play the 8 of diamonds to generate a trick. Not that that will matter much, because we're going to get in and play the ace king of clubs.
Yep. Ooh, we're gonna get a spade trick for sure now. Not that we were always getting a spade trick. Sorry, dummy ass Jackswell. What are they pitching on that third heart is the question, or the second? Okay. Now what? I want you to know, Gavin, I have not paid attention to anything I've clicked so far, so I'm relying on you completely.
I haven't really either, but I know that it can't be wrong to play a heart back right now.
Yeah.
Because if the opponents didn't want to cash it, and that's just getting the entry away from the dummy. Now we can pop jack of diamonds safely, knowing that it's even if they roughed it, it wouldn't matter exactly.
No. Queen
there's
spades.
nothing exactly.
We don't want to
there's nothing left in this, and then just ace of clubs. Partner didn't just stiff their club, so.
Okay, we'll take that. Minus 140 should be okay. Yeah, okay, good. Ooh, we're going to end with an interesting one here. One no trump to us. I love the audience on YouTube. I love all of our students, Gavin, but this is like... this is the entertaining audience for sure.
I've never watched one as a replay. Do the comments stay there? Do people get to see the comments?
I will take a look at that. If not, I'm sure I can set it so you can.
They do stay there.
Yeah, Chris, we did have John Kraniak join us. God, when did we do those bridge duels, Gavin? Was that like May of last year or something?
A long time ago.
It was a fog of. But yeah, we had Zach Grossack do one, I think. So, okay, so what are we doing on this? One no trump pass. I mean, I kind of know what I want to do in the realm we find ourselves in, but this is a weird hand because it's kind of borderline slam invitational with a very nice 6-card minor suit, Gavin. So how are we doing this stuff here?
Well,
did you just totally look at the chat the entire time I was talking?
I didn't hear a word you said. I thought that's super interesting that Kelly said that people can add new chats. Like, how does that even work? It looks like you're replying to everybody else, or
oh, no, people sometimes put a question and I'll reply to it.
Well, that's in comments. I get that for sure, but you can comment for sure. But can you get involved in the chat too? Can somebody be laughing at David's joke there, or like yeah. So yeah, back to the hand. So we have 15. We take our partner's point range 15 to 17, and we decide whether we can have a slam. So partner can only have 15.
Yeah, that's
in this format, because we have the best hand at the table.
Let's bring this into a real world conversation and assume they could have that range, like 15 to like a semi-balanced 17.
Okay, so yeah, if partner could be 15 to 17, then we'd have to decide whether 17 plus our hand is enough for slam. We know 15 and 15 is not going to be slam.
Yep.
I mean, it could be, don't get me wrong, because especially when you have a long suit, it's definitely possible that you could make a 30-point slam, but we're not trying to get to 30-point slams. But if partner is 17, then we could have a slam, and we need to figure out the best way to do that. And I saw in the chat what Lori said would definitely be my approach if I was playing just four-way transfers. I would transfer to diamonds and then make a quantitative 4-no trump bid, and that would be a good way to show diamonds and invite slam.
Kind of a balanced invite with good diamonds, probably, or semi-balanced hand, right? Because you transfer to diamonds and just bomb 4-0. But
Yeah, if I was playing Puppet Stamen, I would probably bid 3 clubs Puppet Stamen to check for a 5-3 spade fit, because honestly, that looks like the most
that's
likely
magic.
slam. If partner actually does have ace queen fit the
Mm,
spades, then we don't need to
I
worry
know.
about the third round of diamonds and all
Maybe
that
we
stuff like
set
that.
up
We have a
diamonds for.
perfect hand for playing spades as Trump. We can set up diamonds. We have stoppers, controls, and clubs and hearts. This
Yeah,
would be a
that's the
great
money
hand
bid
if we
right
could
there for
find a
sure.
5-3 spade fit, but they don't play
No,
puppet.
so
Yeah.
and honestly, here we know they have just a 15. So even if we invited, they're never accepting,
Yeah, don't
regardless.
need to
So
tell anybody any information if we're not inviting Slam,
Ooh,
because we
I
want to buy a
like it.
diamond lead. You see,
Yes, ooh, we get to play
they're
low here
setting
also.
up. Yeah, we do. We do. We play low in case they've led from King, Queen, Jack, whatever. But
Yep,
but still, there's no real advantage to
King of Hearts diamond.
King of Hearts and a diamond to the 10 is how we're going to safety
Exactly.
play this suit. Exactly.
Just in case they have King Queen fourth, we're gonna take
Exactly.
this, and if we're losing, we were always losing that
And
anyway.
we claim.
And now we're winner, chicken dinner. Boom, Gavin, 76.8.
And a winner.
Is that 2 in a row? I think it's 2 in a row. Is
Is
our
it?
longest streak 3 or 4? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Did we win last? I don't even.
This one was hard earned.
Everything
This
is.
was
Yeah, and honestly, grinding just reasonable results throughout, which was good. We didn't have any of those kind of weird. No, I don't think we did win last week. Actually, I remember we had a couple bad boards to begin with, and we're
no.
second, maybe.
No. That was a
No, we
couple
pulled
weeks
it out.
ago. That
Okay,
was a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Look at that. We didn't have a board below 60.
I
Huh.
know. It's
That's funny because we.
pretty good start.
All
All
right.
right. Well, I feel good now. I feel like I can tackle the rest of the day. I wasn't sure before the tournament, but now, amazing. So later on today, I have a class. It is responding to double. It's the bridge quiz. So tons of experience with that specific seat, which is, I know you know, Gavin, one of the more confusing spots to be in, especially if you're not used to seeing double that often from partner.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Very critical part of what doubles are you talking about? Like takeout doubles or any
Takeout
doubles, negative
doubles,
doubles, or
negative doubles for sure, and maybe obviously always a support double or two, just so I can keep people on their toes that play that convention. So it's best to see that randomly, guys. Thank you so much for those super chats. You guys
yeah.
are
Thank you very
too
much.
kind.
Yeah. No doubles. That's a really good subject, and a lot of mistakes are made in that spot, not showing your hand for sure. They're definitely worthwhile. I had a bunch of people contact me after last week asking to be on my newsletter. I'm going to mention it one more time at the
Yeah,
end of
go.
this lesson, just that if you want to, I have a newsletter that I send out every week that has my schedule for lessons. And you can, if you want to be on that newsletter, Gavin at wolpertbridge.com. But I do have a class coming on Tuesday on bridge lesson on minor suit slams for the
Yeah, that
adventurous.
one's a good one. I have actually registered for that, Gavin. So
Okay.
I register for all your stuff to,
Okay.
because I'm a huge fan. But yeah, bridgelesson.com, guys. If you're not a member yet, it's free to join. You also get the Saturday Real Bridge game and the analysis on that every week as just a free membership gift to you. Real Bridge is a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, go to bridgelesson.com and click Play Bridge, and you'll get the instructions on how to join us on Saturday. And you don't just have to chat with these guys on YouTube. You can now play bridge with them live on Saturdays if it works for your schedule. And I think you guys on bridge winners have some real bridge options as well, Gavin.
Yeah, trying to launch a flight A game, kind of a little bit over the
More advanced for sure.
level, like more advanced even than probably my advanced students. We're trying to get like what would be a flight A game at a regional going kind of thing.
Oh, okay, cool. I like it. Well, I mean, bridge in the digital age is thriving. So thanks a lot, guys. Thank you once again for watching and all those generous super chats, guys. We have 2 victories in a row, I think. Let's try to make it a three-peat next week. And until then, we'll either see you in our classes or at those tables out there, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care.